Well, we're back, and I cleaned all these parts up, and this is update 1 because the other one was on the end of the introduction, so there you go. So what we're going to do now, whoop, that was good, drop something. Thankfully it's all sorted out. Right, here we go then. So we're going to start gluing this bit together, and I've got get my glue undone, and I know I'm not going to have no trouble with this because it's Tamiya and the plastic's okay. And there it is. It's keyed so it can't go the wrong way. There you go, that's on there. In fact, I might be able to come down a bit nearer, I think. Let's have a go. So I'll do that one. That's it, and you can see what we're doing. And there it is, up there. If I come over a bit more, there you go. See the engine being brought up. So the next bit now is the side bit. It goes on the side, and goes on this side, doesn't it? That's it. So it goes there, like that, with a bit up there. Yep, goes in like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to run a bit of glue inside here. Oops. Well, my glue is good. Don't know what's happening now. Oops, I got it the wrong way round. Am I having trouble modelling anymore? Oh, there we go. I can actually now, that's the way. There you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the glue around this bit. And remember, I'm not having this on show, but I will paint it. And the next bit we've got to do is the front bit. With the fat engine fan and everything. And it goes on this end. I do clean the worst, but I like to actually do this because it does clean. It does anything that's been sanded, it actually flattens it, which is quite good. Right, now we're going to put this on there. So find the bits. And that goes like that, so that's good. Now I could use PE on this on the props. Oops. Is it the glue that's starting to fail? And I've had this as a new bottle, so I can't understand that. I'm just gonna put that bit along there where I've actually sanded. Just clean things up. Like I said, give it a blow. And there you go. Hopefully that's okay. Now we've got to go and put it onto the engine now, onto this plate here. And yep. Goes out, so let's have a look. Yep, that's it. I will run it around there and round this bit. Good thing is it does evaporate quickly. Yep, it is gluing, which is good. On that Weasel kit, I had so much trouble gluing it, and I thought was I going to have a small trouble here. But there you go. So we've got that bit done. So that's that bit done, and now we've got to turn over in a minute and put these bits in. So it goes in last. So we're going to first turn over and see what we can do. Right, this is the one that goes at the rear end of it. So this is there, a test fit. Yep, that's going to go on there. I have cleaned that up, so that's good. Right, so I'm going to put a bit in there, a bit on in there, a bit in there. Done a run there, a bit over the top, but it's going to evaporate quite quickly. Right, so the excess is evaporated now because I've blown on it. Now we're going to put a little bit on this bit in here. I'm going to blow in there now. Off camera, you can't see me blowing it, do you? If I come in, lean in, you're going to see my head. There you go, so that's that bit done. Now we've got to do this one, which comes this way. And it's the same principle. And it comes into there and slots into place. There you go. So what we're going to do now, do the same as what we did last time. And pop it in. I didn't put so much in that one, so I'm going to blow into it again. Gets rid of the excess, but the glue is still doing its business. Right, so we've done this part. So I'm going to start getting my pencil out where I can find it. I think it's up the top. No, I took it in the other room. I was using it. I'll go and get that in a minute. Anyway, so we've done this bit. Then we've got this bit to go on. So that's still got to come in, so we've got to go back over here. Oops, no, that is it. So this goes over here and goes that way, I think. Nope, it's the other way. Actually, it might be the right way. Ah, there it goes. It goes there. Like so. Just let it go. Right, that's the first bit of it done. So we've got that bit and that bit done, and we've done that bit and that bit. So really we've done 1, 2, that's good. And now we're on the other side now. So we're going to look at these. So I'm going to cut these bits off and come back when I've cleaned them up and we can put them on. So cleaning up is pretty straightforward, as you know. This episode we're doing this bit here. So that's no thing, because that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to switch off now and I'll be back in a few seconds in the next segment. Right, we're back. I've had a bit of a break for a day and a half anyway, and I'm just coming in the evening. It's now 17:14. So what I'm going to do now is put these bits in. Now I've actually cleaned this bit up, because it's to do this area, and thin the plastic plate up rather than use the PE bit, because at the end of the day it's underneath. But I have thinned it out, so I don't know if you can see that. It's been thinned right out, so it's quite good. And it still gives me the pipes actually secure to actually put in location. So what we're going to do is put that in next. It doesn't say which way to do it, but there you go. So what we've got to do is turn this over and put this in place. And it pops into place there, I believe, like so. Goes onto that bit there. If you get that bit, it's got to go into that hole that's there, just there, and then this lines up and goes onto here, like so. And again, there he goes. But that's got to go into a hole. There is 2 holes there. Anyway, so there you go. Aha. There you go. Right, that's what we've got to do. So I'm going to just put a bit of glue on this. I'll use this one, the darker one, and put it across here. That gives me plenty of time to do it. And come back in, put that in that hole there, and then come back across here. And that's it's in place now. And it's in the correct place just there. As you can see, it's going in quite nicely there. And you can see, I think you can see how thin our plate plate's gone down to. So, and these holes are not holes. I was going to drill them out, but they're not. Even on the PE bit, they're solid. So they've just replicated that. So all you're doing is putting a bit of photo edge there where it's not really going to be needed. If you thin it out, it looks nice enough anyway. Right, so that's that bit done. Now we've got to do number 17. Now I've cut these all off anyway, so that these are the front ones. That's it. And these are the back ones. So we've got 2 fronts and 2 backs. So what we're going to do is put one on one side. So 7019, don't matter which one we go. So then we've got to get this up there and put this into place. So if I come around this way, it's different to the instructions, but at least it gives me a little bit more of a idea where it goes. So the shot goes on the outside. Oh, that's the bit that goes there. Yep, that's the way it goes. And that drops into that place. So what I can do now is just do what I did last time, put a bit of glue here, and basically get this bit into position now, through there and onto there, and that comes down and goes into place. Got to get that bit glued into place. That's done. I'm going to put a bit of bit of extra thin in there again, a little bit over there, and a little bit in the area here. So now we can push them, and that's gone. Silly me, I use my finger push that. We've got to make sure this is all lined up, and it is. That goes in there. There's a little dink there, so if I put this bit in there, yep. So now we've got to do the other one, and I've cleaned it all off, that's what it's done. So now we've got to do the other one on this side. Same thing again. Oops, wrong one, because I've got this one undone. I'm going to get that bit in there. Right, here we go. Now the other one. Same thing again. Goes on the outside. So it's got to come in this way. So it's got to go there. Onto there, that's it. So again, let's do the same as what we did last time. We're going to fill that bit up and come in. Excuse me, got a bit of a frog in the throat lately. Oops, wrong bit. Because that went the wrong way, that's why they wouldn't go down. So it's got to go that way, so we can line all this up. It's funny how you have moments when you make little sillinesses. You know why? I've got the wrong one. Oh, that's silly me. Right, got to put it. This is this one. I thought I picked the same one up, the one I needed. There you go. Now we can get in here, into there, and onto there. There we go. Oops. There we go. I've done it again. What am I doing? Oh, it is? It is right. It's because the suspension is still, you can see it's on there, so 17. It's got to be that one, because them two are the same. And it's this one. But it's just a different looking one. So I made a bit boo-boo there for thinking that. That's better. Right, now we can do a bit of gluing. Bit down there. Bit in the old front one. A bit in there. And a bit in where the main joint is, which is underneath there. Quite done. And we're done on that. That was a silly move for me, I don't know why I did that. But anyway, now we've got these two to go on. So we do these ones. And the shocks go towards the back. So here it is. So I'm going to hold this bit. Come in from here. Much better. I can do that one easy. Should have done the other one easy as well. I just really thought they was both exactly the same looking, but they weren't. Right, that's that one. That's better. Once again, reinforce a little bit. Right, so we're going to do the other one. Wrong glue, I prefer the thick one at the moment. Yep, we got that on. And like I say, I'm going to do a bit of extra from the back. And a little bit from down in there. Yep, I think that's done. So we've now completed all that. So I'm just going to let that dry, and I'll come back up, and what I'll be doing is going to number 4 now and picking it apart from the clear parts, obviously picking out this part and cleaning it up, and starting with this. And I've already got ready out of the box anyway, so there we go. So that's okay, and I think this most probably fits on here nicely now anyway, so let's have a see. Yep, straight away, and then shocks are fitting in the right places as well, so yep, good, happy with that. Let that dry and come back when I've cleaned up these parts, and I might as well do that tonight, but then I'll come back to building again tomorrow. So that's what it is, taking me time with this a little bit, and I know it seems fun, but the videos are obviously way too long, but yeah. Right, so there we go. So catch you in the next segment. Right, I'm back, and I've cleaned these bits up and ready to put them on, and as I said I was going to do. And so it's part of this. This will be first because we've done all that. So we're on element 4 of this. Now my Weasel came today, so I should be going back onto that on Monday, because obviously I've got a Sunday build to do. And so anyway, we're going to do this. So we're going to pick some parts as we go. So we keep that there. I mean, this has got to go onto there, and I'm going to do a round trip, fill it up with a bit of glue, and then drop it into place. Here we go, because what it does it ease in anyway. There you go, and drop it onto there, and then give it a little wiggle. It's already bitten on straight away, but what I will do is I'm just going to run a little bit of glue there and there, and I might even just sweep that over, smooth it down. And not that it needs it, it's been sandy with a fine ring. It does make a difference to smooth out all the little scratches from the old sanding stick. There you go. Right, that's done. Give it a blow. Give any excess, because it's warm air, it evaporates it. Right, that's it. So the next bit, I'm not going to put that on, because basically that bit there I've got to spray paint and do everything and put the lights in, and then I want to spray the front. So I've done it, this was sprayed, then drop that into place. I think that's a better idea. Right, so here we go. So the next thing we've got to do is put this in here, because it's what it says here. So it goes into that place there. So I'm going to put a bit of glue on this, and these have all been cleaned up, and a little bit of glue there, and then come in from underneath like this and add it in. And that should be alright. Now I'm going to push it on there with these tweezers. Make sure it's straight as well. And that does look straight, but I'm just going to double check. No, it was a little bit more that way. Yeah, yep, that is it. That's okay. Now I'm going to put a bit more glue on to get because it's quite what's the bit. I'm just going to drop the glue around it and let it go. Right, so that's okay. So we can stand that up like so for the moment. So you can see it standing up, and it's okay. So now we've got to get another bits from going. Now this goes on next. If we come over here, I've got to do this. This is a engine firewall, so it goes in like so. So that's got to go in place, and it should hopefully click into place. Oops. Yeah, it does. But now I've got to go back over here and re-stick this bit in. It stayed back in its place, but look at it. Yes, it did. Lucky I've got a lot of glue there, so that really did help. So then I can run glue along the joint here as well. Oops, that's great. It just dropped straight out, didn't it? So perhaps I better leave that to dry for a couple of minutes and come back and do that. I can put this on the back though, that's okay, because this actually just drops in on the back, and it has this bit as well. So if I do that first, so it comes that way, and it's that way with the assets for the spare wheel bollocks, but yeah. Yep, right, so I can just drop a bit of glue into there, and put that into place. And that's gone on. That's been sanded as well, as you can see. You can always tell where it's been sanded because of the colour it's been done. But yeah, that's it. And what I'm going to do is another bit of the inside, and a little bit over that side. And I might do the same as I did the other bit. Just wipe it over with a bit of glue, because it takes all the scratches away. There you go, that's been done. So we'll let that dry a couple of minutes. Now we've got to put it on the back. Now again, I can do one or two things, but I think I'm going to do it this way. Come back into here, and it drops into place quite nicely. So what we can actually do is put some glue in there, whoops, onto here, and do. And I can get round from the inside, which is good. Got to make sure I get this in the right place. It's got in place, lovely. Oops. Just me to move it with my finger. I'm going to hold that for a little while. So what I'm going to do is switch off and come back with the other bit in a couple of seconds. So here we go, see you in a second. Right, we're back, and got bits and pieces here, and a couple of more bits cleaned up. They're ready to go in. So we've got this in place, and I've glued it in place. And I showed you earlier on, but I glued it in place without thinking about switching on the camera. That's the way it goes. So, but we're getting so slow there. Now the only bit I won't be doing is that, because I named it. So we've got to get this bit in now, and this bit goes in. I tried to turn that over looking at it earlier on. There it is. That's what we want to do. So we've got done that bit, and we've got to come do this bit now. Now this goes, if I turn this way, it goes over here. So, and it goes that way into the hole. So what I'm going to do is put a bit of this glue into it. Let's move that now, because that was just stand on it. Put some glue into there, and then drop this into place like so, and that should go in there, which it has. And yep, that's in there. Does seem funny having it that way, but it comes over this way, and the chair sits on there, I believe. There you go. So what I'm going to do now is run a bit of glue down there a bit, because it's in there, and there you go. So that's in place. Now the fire extinguisher won't go in either, because I've got to paint that different colour. But now we can start putting this little plate in here that goes into this bit here, and the plate goes round that way, like that. And I can actually put it in easier by putting this, gluing this in place already. So this goes into there. So if I do this, I'll move that away, but do this, and then put this in place on here, which is that way, like so. And then I can actually put some glue underneath around here and drop this into place into here. Yeah. There you go. And then now I can actually push it down. Now that's gone better. That's better. Gone into it. So I've just run a bit of glue very thinly around this plate just to make sure. There you go. It's moved because it's not glued, but it will be now. Done. So that's in place. The next bit we've got to go in here is these little gear sticks. I think it's for the 4-wheel drive. So that goes into there, and again it's a half moon shape, so it gives you the way it goes in. So it goes in that way, like so. Yep, it's a square one, not a half moon. I got that wrong. So now I can do this. And I can get glue underneath it from the bottom as well. And that's gone into place. Like I said, you can come underneath and drop it into this one. That's where it is. So that's been done now. I'm going to leave that to dry now. Just off to the side it has to go. There you go. So that's done. So now what we got was up to this point now. We've done all this, we haven't done that, and we're not going to do those because these bits here are for the actual cover, canvas cover. So I won't be putting them on unless I change my mind later on and put the original bit on. But I've got a feeling I'm going to want a canvas. Now this shows a lot of bits going on, but it's all to do with radios, and this is just a commander's vehicle control. I don't know whether he would have had radios. I don't think so. So that I won't be putting them on, but I will be putting other little bits and pieces on, like this bit on the back and everything. So yeah, I won't be using the PE bit because you're not going to notice it with a tyre over the top of it. So if I don't use too much, it doesn't matter, but bits I will use what I need to use. So there you go. Right, so that's the end of this bit, and that'll be, I'll put this up as an update, but I'm going to go back onto the Weasel because where is it? As I said I'd sent for another kit. Excuse me. Sent for another kit, and it's arrived, so I can actually start now. So I'm going to start back to catch up back to where I was, but all the extra bits I do to make it right, I will explain when I caught up with it. I'm not going to redo the videos by starting from the beginning again because I think it's pointless, because you see what I was doing and how it builds, but it just didn't build correctly. So this time I'm going to make sure, or try and make sure that it's perfect, so and it fits the tracks as they should go. Right then, thank you very much for watching this update, and this I'll catch you in the next one. When it runs, I will not be leaving it behind, because if I finish my Sunday build at one point, I will carry on. This will become a Sunday build, so that's not a problem, and I can always do it that way. So that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, right then, so I've got a box ready to put stuff in, and here it is, and I can actually put things in here like this over there and this over here and drop those in, and then they're going to be safe, tucked away. I'm going to leave the lid loose to let it dry a little bit, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So put that back in here, and now I'm going to start preparing for the Weasel for the rest of the day. I wasn't going to do that, but I thought no, I've done up to the point I can do. So anything I do today now will be getting the parts off for the Weasel and for the bottom chassis part, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So right, happy modelling everyone, and stay safe. And I'm sorry this is a bit disjointed, but I didn't expect the Weasel to come quite as quickly, but it did. So, which is a good thing for me really, because I want to try and get that sorted out. So thank you very much for watching, and happy modelling, and subscribe and press the like. I've never said that, I just thought if I do it one time for now. So see you later, see you in the next update.